In a bustling city, there lived a man named Vikram. He was a successful businessman, always busy juggling meetings, deals, and deadlines. He believed time was money and spent every moment chasing more wealth. To Vikram, life was about efficiency, no wasted moments, no unnecessary conversations. He was so consumed by his work that he rarely noticed the world around him, much less the people who cared for him. One evening, while rushing home after a long day, Vikram took an unfamiliar route through a quiet alley. There he stumbled upon a quaint shop he had never seen before. Above the door hung a weathered sign, "The Eternal Watchmaker." Curious, he stepped inside. The shop was filled with clocks of all shapes and sizes, their ticking creating a rhythmic symphony. Behind the counter stood an elderly watchmaker with a serene smile. "Welcome, Vikram," the man said, as if he had been expecting him. "How do you know my name?" Vikram asked, startled. "I know many things," the watchmaker replied. "But tell me, what brings you here?" "I don't know," Vikram admitted. "I guess I'm just curious." The watchmaker gestured toward a golden pocket watch lying on the counter. "This watch is special," he said. "It doesn't just tell time, it shows you the true value of it." Vikram laughed. "How can a watch do that?" "Take it," the watchmaker urged, pressing it into Vikram's hand. "But be warned, it will reveal what you've been blind to." As soon as Vikram touched the watch, the room blurred around him. When his vision cleared, he found himself in his childhood home. He saw his younger self, about 8 years old, sitting at the dining table with his parents. His mother was serving dinner, her face glowing with warmth. His father was telling a joke, and the room was filled with laughter. Vikram watched as his younger self ignored the moment, focused instead on a toy car. The scene shifted. Vikram was now a teenager, sitting in his room while his father knocked on the door. "Vikram, come play cricket with me," his father said. "I'm busy," the younger Vikram replied, not looking up from his video game. The watch flashed again, and Vikram was transported to his university days. He saw his mother calling him on the phone. "Just 5 minutes, Vikram," she pleaded. "I miss talking to you." "Not now, Ma," he said, brushing her off. The watch vibrated, and Vikram found himself back in the shop. Tears streamed down his face as he realized how many precious moments he had taken for granted. "I understand now," Vikram said, his voice trembling. "I've wasted so much time." The watchmaker shook his head. "You're not done yet." The watch glowed one final time, showing Vikram a vision of the future. He was old and alone, sitting in a vast, empty house. There were no voices, no laughter, only the echo of silence. His wealth was stacked high, but his heart was hollow. The people he had ignored, his parents, his friends, his loved ones, were gone. The vision ended, and Vikram was back in the shop, clutching the watch. He fell to his knees. "Please," he begged, "give me another chance." The watchmaker smiled gently. "Time is the most precious gift, Vikram. It's not too late to spend it wisely." The next morning, Vikram woke up with a new perspective. He called his mother and father, apologizing for all the moments he had missed. He started spending time with his family, listening to their stories, and cherishing their laughter. At work, he began mentoring young employees, valuing relationships over profits. He even volunteered his time to help underprivileged children, teaching them the lessons he had learned. Years later, Vikram became known not just as a successful businessman, but as a man who valued people above all else. Whenever someone asked him the secret to his happiness, he would pull out the golden watch and say, "This watch taught me the value of time, not as money, but as love, laughter, and the moments that truly matter." Time is the one resource we can never earn back. Don't let it slip away unnoticed. Spend it with the people who matter, on the dreams that inspire you, and in moments that bring joy. Because in the end, the true wealth of life is how you've spent your time.